Hey YouTube, you want to know what gets on my nerves? Well, the list is pretty long, but if you know me, one thing that you know is that I'm pro-gay rights, and another thing that you may not know is I'm pro-bisexual. Simply because I understand that people can be attracted to both genders equally. People can be attracted to one gender more than another, and usually I call that bisexual leaning. Like if a man is bisexual, but he leans more towards guys, I call that bisexual gay leaning. If a girl is bisexual and she leans more towards guys, I call that bi straight leaning. And everybody has, you can be as gay as they come, but I'm pretty sure there's a woman that your junk will move for. And I'm sorry, but there are straight women out there, I'm pretty sure, that juiced when Michelle Obama came out there in that beautiful dress and spoke forcefully about her husband. I'm sorry. I mean, even I got a little moist just reading, okay, my first lady's speech, okay? So I'm sorry. I've been as gay as the Nile is long, and believe me, my junk was moving during that speech. So I don't want to hear it. So why is it so hard for gay and lesbian, primarily gay and lesbian people, to accept that bisexuality exists? And you're saying that they're confused, but don't you remember when you came out and how everybody said that you were the one that was confused? I mean, really, why is it so hard to believe that a person can be genuinely attracted to both genders? Like, what makes you the authority over if bisexuality exists? I'm telling you, for the longest time they tried to stamp out gays and lesbians, and we're still here. So I mean, really, bisexuality exists, and if you don't think so, then you're the one that's confused. Just like the ones that say because you're a gay or a lesbian that you shouldn't legally get married or adopt children. I mean, they're confused because the kids, they know exactly what their family situation is like. They know that they have two fathers. They know that they have two mommies. And they know that regardless of what two of them they at least have one father, they at least have one mother, and they're going to be curious about it because what? They're adopted. Especially if they were pretty young, like one young child that I know, or that I know of, who has fathers, and she wonders about her mother. It's quite natural. Now the other, her brother knows a bit more than his sister does, and he doesn't miss them at all. So either way, either way, you're gonna have that. But let me jump back, because this is that's usually a point that they use against gay and lesbian people adopting, and it's the very confusion that they believe and pass on to the children that you're buying into when you say that bisexuals don't exist. So, and even though I don't know, like, I really, like, come on, I see a guy and I'm like, at least a cute one. And then I see a beautiful woman and I'm like, wow, she's very pretty. I don't want to free my willy, but hey, I can appreciate the aesthetic of a beautiful woman. Besides, there are many of them at work, and hey, I can be, I'm the straight whisperer, and like, hey, she likes you, she likes you, she starts blushing like a schoolgirl when you come around, so anyway, so I can appreciate the physical aesthetic of a beautiful woman. So if you can at least appreciate the aesthetic of the opposite sex if you're gay, and if you can appreciate the aesthetic of the same gender and you're straight, why can't bisexuality exist? I'll tell you something. Linda Harvey of Mission America says you don't exist because you're gay. So nip that in the bud right now. Bisexuality does exist, and if you're doubtful of that, you need to meet one, and they'll explain to you that they're not confused. You are. So gays and lesbians, if you feel that bisexuality can't possibly exist because I don't think it exists, and because I don't think it exists, that means that it doesn't exist, and that's like Stacey Campfield with the Don't Say Gay law that he almost passed, but then again they don't talk about gay stuff before 8th grade. Yeah, then basically that's just like Stacey Cantfield, and later on he was denied entry into an establishment. And I find that was great, because that woman stood for her principles, even though it infringed on his First Amendment rights, as a lot of those Mike Huckabees would say. So if anything, you people out there that don't think that bisexuality exists, you're stupid. You're wrong. Well, not exactly stupid, because many of you can be very well brilliant. And this has gone on too long. Or at least the whole finger pointing in the Brooklyn accent kind of thing. Bisexuality exists, like it or not. Bye.